Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Divine Love and Life Foundation, LLC. And it is I, Tawana Jenkins. And I am tapping into some energy this evening. I came out to do some readings. Pretty much. What's up? Okay. Hoping all is well with you guys, as well as I'm sorry, somebody must not want me to talk. Throat shocker. But we're going to kick it on down. Let me kick it on down. That tower just fell. Some towers fell, stuff falling. See my spiritual stuff falling. So some things out here falling. Falling. So we got some towers out here falling. Towers falling. Because my tower fell. So if my tower fell, that means some towers is falling in your life. Spiritually, physically, mentally, as well as emotionally. Yes, sirree. Some towers are falling out here. So, at the end of the my God, somebody wants out. And for some of you, maybe and maybe not. For some of you, maybe and probably not. And for some of you, yes, absolutely, some towers are falling. And this reading is 18 and up. And I did not have enough time. I just had to jump in. But why would you even ask? So therefore, yes, a lot of stuff is going on within our energies as well. My energies. See how these cards are bouncing and going. Oh. Alright. Don't do it. For some of you, you got some thumbs up energy. You're breaking something off of you. For some of you, you're breaking something off of you. The answer is yes. Alright. And for some of you, it's to be determined. Pretty much it says undetermined because you didn't know which path to choose. And for some of y'all, it just, Spirit says no. So if Spirit says no, it's for a reason. Okay. Anything else? And for some of you, they say yep. They say yep. It's a yes for you. For some of you. And you should know your energy. But what I'm going to do, this read pretty much is a, since we're on a full moon tonight. We're on a full moon tonight. They say for sure. So I suggest if you're manifesting anything, make sure you're manifesting within this universe some good deeds as well as some positive energy. Because what you put out here, negative, toxic, or anything that is not worthy in this universe, yes, it comes back to you. And 9 times out of 10, it will come back real quick, excuse me. And of course, it will come back real quick for the simple reason. God is clearing up our energies, as well as God is trying to purify this world, as well as He wants His land back. So therefore, at the end of the day, some of us, we have some energy where towers are falling. And a lot of us, we have energy where we asking and praying and, repenting for sins and stuff, as long as you understand, truthfully, when you repent for these sins, you are not to continuously to do the same thing over and over and over for the simple reason God don't allow you to be cleansed and purified from something that you have come and asked for repentance for, you have asked for forgiveness for, and you continuously to do the same thing. And so even still, if you feel that we're in spiritual warfare, all of us, we are in, unless you're in that light and you stay in that light righteously, okay, righteously you stay in that light, you cannot be moved, and they cannot, harm you. But if you still got off your spiritual journey, any shape, form, or fashion, and you know that you have to go and repent for your sins, and I'm not saying start all the way over, it depends on who and what took you off your journey, or whichever way. But at the end of the day, God says, and God knows, and God sees. So even still, for a lot of us, excuse me, God says, God knows, and God sees. So with that being said, at the end of the day, a lot of us, we're praying and we're manifesting to come out of a dark energy. And for some of us, you feel that dark energy removing from your soul. And for some of you, you feel that someone has done something to you. And that could be true as well. And because you got a lot of people out here playing in this spiritual warfare with dark energy, shall we say, voodoo, black magic, roots, or anything that is a witchcraft, dark energy. But most importantly, if you feel someone have done something to you, or your children, or your parents, or anyone that you know is acting differently, or even still if they can't explain it, 9 times out of 10 that is true. It is true. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some manifestation going. I don't know what's going to come out of this reading. Pretty much this reading is a psychic reading. I do know that. And I'm using cards for this reading because I have a lot of people in my energy. So either way it goes, whatever comes out of this reading, please take it and apply it to your situation the best way you can. And if you feel that you cannot, and you're not in your strength, or you're not in your courage, or whichever way, the best thing to do is to pray. And it don't have to be a special prayer. It don't have to be a specific prayer. But it has to be a prayer where you're talking to God, and it has to be sincere. So when it is sincere, God answers sincere prayers. And you can't play with God. Not at all. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and hop on in. Please and thank you. What we got? All right, we got a full moon in Aquarius. It says be real. Okay. Full moon in Aquarius, it says be real, which means be real with yourself. Stop being or pretending to be something that you're not. So be real with yourself is what the divine is telling you. So we also have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. So we have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. So for some Virgos, the divine is telling you to take action towards your spiritual journey. Pretty much and be in the way more of the divine. Be in the way more of the divine for Virgos. Got some more for Virgo, or you can have Virgo in your chart. It says first quarter moon in Virgo assists the situation. So with some of us Virgos, the divine is telling us to be assistant to that situation, which means to add some, add your input just a little bit, or take over for some of you. You know your energy as well as I do, but I'm reading for, I guess, a lot of us now. I'm reading for a lot of us, and if this read does not apply to you and you're already on your journey, please don't take an offense. Please don't get off your journey, because sometimes it may not be your energy. Okay? Just because it's your sign doesn't mean that it's your energy. Ooh, and some energy is rolling. It is rolling. Okay. What you got for me? Okay. First quarter moon in Cancer. First quarter moon in Cancer, and I'm a Cancer, but I embody all signs. So I don't take anything to light, you know, pretty much when I do my reads, because I'm not doing it for just my energy. I do it for everyone as a collective, as a whole. And if that's your sign, pretty much, then that could apply to you. That doesn't mean it necessarily does apply to you unless we doing a specific one-on-one. But majority of the time we hit home when we do a read for multiple people. Okay, it says first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurities. So even still, pretty much for Cancers, if we feel that we have insecurity, any shape, form, or fashion, the divine is telling you to pray more so that we can overcome those insecurities, as well as so that we can be more of ourselves and within the divine. You don't have to be insecure. Okay, so we also have last quarter moon Virgo. So we got a lot of Virgo energy out here. Attend to the details. Okay, so you could have Virgo in your chart. So if you have Virgo in your chart, so it's a lot going on with Virgo energy, so it must be a lot of Virgo in my energy. So either way it goes, it says attend to the details. So whatever the situation or the problem or the issue may be, get the details. Basically is what the divine is saying. Last quarter moon of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Okay, clear your mind. So for Geminis, pretty much the divine is telling you, go ahead, whatever it is that is on your mind, get it off your mind and clear your mind and free your soul. Okay? And that's a part of, you know, the courage, the strength. That's a part of the imagine and the dreaming. Alright. New moon in Taurus. Okay. New moon in Taurus, it says know your worth. Okay. So Taurus could be out here not knowing their worth. Pretty much the divine is telling you know your worth as well as power, if you have any, is what I heard. Know your worth as well as your power. So which meaning you could feel worthless, or you could feel that you know, have done a lot of wrong that you have to make right for some of you Taurus. So the divine is telling you know your worth, and the only way to do so is you have to stand in your strength and your courage, as well as you have to understand, most importantly, you can't do anything for anyone. Most importantly, if you can't do it for God, you can't do it for yourself and nobody else. And so therefore I said that because God wants to hear from Taurus if you're not already bonded with God. Okay? Oh my God. Alright, some more for Taurus. Taurus, we also have first quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Okay? So we have some Tauruses out here that have control issues. So therefore the divine is telling you release control issues. Release that anger. Release that fear, because that will not get anything done if you want to control everything. Because at the end of the day, trying to control something that is in the way of divine, it's not going to work in your favor. Okay? So you have to let go, let God, and you have to release as well as relax. And that's why they say release control. Okay? Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus also need to detoxify. So Taurus, y'all can be out here in some toxic energy. And the divine is telling you, you need to release that toxic energy, whichever way that you're in, or that's around you. For some of us, pretty much that is in that Taurus detoxify energy. The divine is telling you, you need to detox yourself. Okay, and that can be from drugs, alcohol. Ooh, don't tell me when I'm hearing some of this stuff. Drugs, alcohol, money laundering, they saying some of everything. But anywho, at the end of the day, you need to detox your energy. You need to be alone, as well as you need to be within a spiritual strength for yourself, and talk to God for yourself. So we also have out here, make time for self-love, Libra. Okay, make time for self-love, Libra. So therefore, if you feel like you have low self-esteem or you're not loving yourself, the divine is telling you need to make time for yourself, self-love, self-care, to love yourself better, for the sign of Libra. Or you can have Libra in your chart. Self-loving yourself is better first, because you can't love yourself, pretty much, and say you love somebody else if you don't love you. So you have to learn to love you first, so therefore loving someone else come more easier. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't sorry, I gotta sip my tea. And nothing is in here but tea, honey, and lemon juice. And water and a little sugar. Anywho. Okay, so we also have out here new moon in Leo. New moon in Leo. Leo, divine is saying shine. And I said it like that for a reason. You see that exclamation mark on the end. The divine is saying shine. So therefore you have new moon in Leo. You need to shine. Leo, you need to come out and shine. Let your light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So you need to come out and shine, Leo. So we also have new moon in Capricorn. New moon in Capricorn, okay? And so the divine is saying step up and lead. So Capricorn, for some of you, if you're not being a leader, the divine is saying you need to step up and you need to have your courage to lead and face your fears, to be a leader. Be more of your leadership, okay, they said be more of your leadership instead of your friendships. Okay, Capricorn. So we also have out here new moon in Aries. New moon in Aries. Okay, you see right there where it says divine is saying go for it. Okay, go for it. So new moon in Aries. If you have Aries in your chart, or you are an Aries, divine is telling you to go for it. Whatever it is, have your courage. That's why I have my rocks out here today. Have your courage, as well as if you imagining it, pretty much for a lot of you, if you imagine it, you can do it. If you're dreaming it, you can do it, and then you still stand in your strength. But I'm sorry, I'm covering the rocks up. But most importantly, stand in your strength, as well as also always keep God first and you come second. Okay? So we also have out here full moon in Cancer. Okay? And we on a full moon tonight. Okay? And I was born on a full moon. So even still, full moon in Cancer, it says, let your fears be dissolved. So even still, for some of us as Cancer, if we fear things won't work out right, or if we fear that at the end of the day, what's for us is, not going to work out because of something in the past, or something someone said, or something someone did. Divine is telling us to release and let go of our fears and to dissolve that problem pretty much, It could be within a full moon or on a full moon, and tonight is a full moon. As a matter of fact, we in 10-10. We in 10-10. And 10-10 is also starting for balance, as well as, peace, as well as new beginnings. So therefore, we on 10-10 for a lot of us. Okay, so what are we doing now with the signs? Okay, let's say get a couple more. God. Okay, I got some more. I have full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. We got out here, it says full moon in Scorpio. It says breathe through the tension. Okay, so whatever's going on for you right here, right now, Scorpio, if you have tension going on around you, chaos and drama, or whichever way the divine is telling you, you need to breathe through it. But most importantly, for some of you, you need to meditate as well as you need to pray. You need to pray more is what I heard as well for a lot of you, Scorpio. But breathe through this tension of the situation. Whatever it is, only you know what it really is, but I just know what I hear, as well as a little bit of what I vision, some chaos and some drama that brings about the tension. And so therefore they're asking you to breathe, but most importantly you need to also pray. Okay, Scorpio, and that may not apply to every Scorpio, but most importantly, if you are in that energy where the divine is saying breathe through the tension. Okay. So we also have out here last quarter moon in Leo. Okay, so this can happen on last year, or this could have happened another time, or it's, coming up, or whichever way for some of you Leos. But it says last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Okay, so for some of you Leos, you could be tight, you could have a lot of tension going on yourself, and you could be dealing with some chaos as well as some drama. For some of you, not all of you, but the divine is saying lighten up. Okay, release and let go and relax, and go with the flow. For some of you Leos, it doesn't apply to every Leo, but most importantly, those of you that needs to loosen up a little bit, divine is saying go ahead and loosen up, because that could be the best thing that you could do for yourself for more opportunities. All right. Full moon in Pisces. Okay, we have a full moon in Pisces. Okay, full moon in Pisces, they saying forgive. Okay, Pisces, you have to learn to forgive as well as let go. So when you forgive more, when you forgive a little bit, it releases a little tension. When you forgive all the way through God, you go to the divine, it will release a whole lot more. So therefore, you have to forgive to get any blessings and to receive and reap any benefits the right way. Forgiveness is always, God's way. Although it takes us some time because we're not God, but it takes us some time. But when God said, I'm ready for you to forgive so that you can get your correct healing. When you get your correct healing, as you forgive, then God releases anything that's hurting you, anything that you're regretting, and and anything that is hindering you once you learn to forgive. Okay? And so we also have a last quarter moon in Pisces. Okay? Last quarter moon also in Pisces. And it says talk less, okay, and feel more. So for some of you Pisces, you could love to talk a lot, whichever way. And, sometimes it could be some things that, off the wall or something people don't want to hear. But either way, the divine is telling you to talk less and feel more. Or even still, for some of us at the end of the day, we think we, how can I say this? We think we know everything about somebody or someone, and we don't, So therefore, at the end of the day, divine is saying feel more. And feel more of what? Feel more of the love. Feel more of the energetically push is what I heard. Feel more of the energetic push that wherever the divine is pushing you, go there. Okay, that's what I heard. Go there. And so we also have a new moon in Cancer. Relax. And this could be for me. I need my rest. So this part of Cancer could really be for me. It says new moon in Cancer. Relax. Okay. So for some of us Cancer, we could be, overworked. We could be, frustrated, as well as we could be a little stressed right now. Or have been gone through, as we say, hell and back. Okay, so the divine is telling us at this point, let go, release, and get ready to relax. All is well. Okay, for Cancer. Cancers, we have been going through a lot over the past few years, that I do know. But at the end of the day, I am ready for my ending. So this is already confirmation explaining for some of the energy where the tower had fell. So, you know, all of us could have some tower moments going on right here, right now in our lives. But the main thing is to be within your strength. To be within your strength. And your strength doesn't necessarily mean you have to be within an altercation of fisticuffs. But to be within your strength, the right way to know if you're wrong or if you're right, and how to balance this to make it right if you choose to do so. But if not, then therefore at the end of the day, it could be nothing that could be done because things are out of balance. But even still, if towers are falling, they're falling for mentee reasons. Okay, so we also have the courage again, and that stands for some of our signs, or we can have this in our chart. But either way, at the end of the day, let me see. We're going to go ahead and give some clarification. Some clarification, please and thank you. On these signs. Okay. Baby. That fell on Leo. Okay, so we have baby out here, and that baby fell on Leo. Okay, so this can work well, that doesn't just necessarily mean the baby could be for Leo, but at the end of the day, Leo, you could have a baby on the way, or you even still could be acting like a baby. So therefore, at the end of the day, that's why it said lighten up. That falls on Leo for some of y'all. But at the end of the day, it also can be what I heard, my son's energy. My son's energy. Okay? We got wars and battles out here as well. And that's a part of that, that was a part of that, I said if the towers was falling out here, and they said, yes, sirree, it's going down, or whichever way. So that could be wars and battles, can be within that Five of Wands energy. That means chaos, drama, conflicts, arguments, as well as anything else that contain wars and battles. Alright, for some of us, someone is leaving or traveling, okay, near or far. So either way, some of us, we could be in the process of leaving or going elsewhere, or you could be traveling elsewhere. But either way, leaving and traveling is out here for a lot of us, pretty much. Atlantic. Alright. And that fell on full moon and Pisces, forgive. Okay. Pisces Atlantic. But that doesn't mean it's just within Pisces. But Pisces Atlantic fell out here. And Atlantic mean divine is saying now it's time to get ready to do it big. Okay. For Pisces. Or, you know, just for anybody in general. Divine is saying it's time to get ready to do it, you know, do it big. Do something that you never done. And go ahead and take a risk and do it big, okay? Ooh. Yes. All right, farm is out here. And that farm means pretty much, you know, them horses work hard on that farm. So that means a lot of us is out here, we are hard workers, or we, you know, are hard workers, or we working on our farms and crops, or whichever way. But either way, that farm means on these type of cards, it means that you're a hard worker. Okay? For some of us, we are hard workers. So don't doubt yourself as well as your work. You are a hard worker. For some of you, you know your energy. Okay, and we also have out here, this card fell out, and it says last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more, medicine man or woman. So medicine man or woman, pretty much, you could be a Pisces, or you can be out here doing dark energies is what I heard, okay? And you also could be Native American for some of you as well, okay? And at the end of the day, Native American even still is Native American, dealing with a karmic relationship, okay? So some of us out here, we still dealing with karmic relationships pretty much, and they are doing this black magic, and it could be a Pisces or whichever way, but at the end of the day, they doing it to a Native American, and they asking for forgiveness because that person is biblical. That person is biblical, and biblical means that person is some form of religion or religious, but even still they are a hard worker as well. They are a hard worker. So even still, y'all out here, and we did speak on that witchcraft and everything from the beginning, but even still, a lot of you guys, this is dealing with fathers. Okay, so some of these fathers have lost their children to the system, is what I heard. Have lost their children to the system, and at the end of the day, some of you are looking for good wives, good moms, good stepmoms, as well as starting over for some of you. And Geo-Roman, I believe this Geo-Roman is in reverse, so therefore a lot of you saying you're not going back. So it depends on who that individual was or is for some of you. But some of you also is out here in this knighthood energy. Masculine and feminines, we're out here in this knighthood energy. And that knighthood energy means you squad up, you ready, or whichever way. So therefore you're protecting yours. For some of you, you're protecting yours. Okay? And also, we also have transportation out here. So transportation can mean physically someone is leaving, as well as they could be taking a train, as well as we also have out here transportation, someone needs transportation. However, so, you know, we'll take it how it resonates. But for a lot of us, we have lost a lot of things. We have lost our homes due to the storm. We have lost everything due to fraudulent activity, as well as crime, as well as people out here stealing our identities, as well as for some of us, we have also lost our small businesses, is what I heard as well, due to the fact of the PPP loans, as well as I heard, you know, at the end of the day, for some of us, just losing everything, okay? And that's why the Atlantis is in reverse, okay? So the Atlantis is in reverse for a lot of us, pretty much because we have lost everything to certain individuals and doing, you know, things that they shouldn't be doing to us or whichever way. And they told me to take Egypt. And for those of you who don't know, Egypt was the place where they did, you know, I'm going to say jack of all trades. They was a jack of all trades over there in Egypt, and God labeled them as heathens, okay? He labeled them as heathens. So therefore, you could have dealt with someone, or you're dealing with someone who could be within that Egypt energy, or they have some type of DNA coming from out of Egypt or whichever way and don't want to change. That's that heathen energy, okay? And so you might want to get away from that heathen energy, whomever that may be or is, because that is a part of the reason why for some of us our Atlantis is in reverse. And the Atlantis is a beautiful place. So when it's not beautiful, it's in reverse. That means, you know, at the end of the day, you could be in a dark energy as well, or surrounded by dark energy. And take it how it resonates. You know your energy, you know where you're at, you know what you're doing, and you know what you're seeing, and you know what's going on. Okay? Yes. All right. All right. We have pre-succussion and institution. Okay? So at the end of the day, this one right here, pretty much, they're saying for some of you, you could have been taken at your own risk or will, lied to as well as cheated on. Okay, fraudulent activity and schemings, and scheming, or whichever way. But at the end of the day, for all of us, we need to pray more throughout this universe if you can. Because what I'm getting, from this card, some trafficking or whatever, some drugs activity or whichever way. And this woman is on this picture. She got her head turned, acting as if she's in denial. But this could be multiple of our energies or whichever way. But even still, she's one way by the day and one way by the night, is what they're saying. For some of us and for some of us as women. This is a woman on this card. But even still, at the end of the day, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some message of closure. Message of closure. Message of closure. Karmic relationship. Some karmic relationships out here. Come on. Somebody say, I am with you all the time. Okay. So someone say, I am with you all the time. So that's for a lot of us, pretty much. Our ancestors as well as your divine. We all have them. They're telling you that they are with you at all times. Okay? So don't question it if they hear you or see you. Somebody's saying, I didn't mean what I said. Okay? So let's take it how it resonates for some of us. But somebody want to apologize. And remember, we did have forgiveness out here as well. And so someone also is saying, I know you have trouble trusting. So this could apply to a lot of us. A lot of us have been damaged and we all have trouble trusting, okay, at some point in our life or multiple times in our lives if we have been built up as well as let down at some point in our life. So someone is also saying, please acknowledge me. So even still, this could be someone that you cut off or we cut off or whichever way. But at the end of the day, they're saying, please acknowledge me. So if you're not acknowledging them, you're not acknowledging them for a reason. Okay, someone says, I support your path. So this could be a supportive person or whichever way that the divine has put in your life or putting around you. Or however, take it how it resonates for a lot of us. But they are saying, I support your path. And that's some good energy to have. And someone says, happiness is not a betrayal of me. Someone saying, I want to be happy. So happiness is not a betrayal of me. So at the end of the day, someone is saying, if I betrayed you or if I doubted you, that is not a betrayal of me because, that is not something that I usually do. So that could be something, someone says something about you, or many people say something about you. He say, she say, they say, they say, But either way, the person is understanding that if I betrayed you any shape, form, or fashion, please forgive me because that is not me, okay? Somebody say, I was wrong and I am sorry. Somebody saying, I am wrong and I am sorry. So someone wants to apologize and we had forgiveness out here. Someone is saying, I am wrong. I was wrong. So therefore, we have people confessing and they are apologizing. And it's for a reason, because when people start confessing, even if they do apologize, it's because God is kicking some butt, okay? And conscience is weighing them down. And some people have no conscience. But either way, however, whatever you put in this universe, negative or good, it will come back to you. If you put out good, it will come back tenfold. If you put out negative, it will come back to you, and people will know that you're negative, that you're toxic, that you're drama, and that you are, for sometimes nowadays we say karmic, you're in your karmic energy, okay? But either way, somebody is saying you are beautiful, okay? So somebody is acknowledging that you are beautiful or we are beautiful or whichever way, and we take that as a compliment and we say thank you, We do say thank you. Anything else? Message of closure. Okay. sorry guys, I don't have enough space, so I work with what I have for right now. But we have, I did not expect to leave. So someone is saying, I did not expect to leave. So if someone passed over and passed on, and it wasn't expected, okay? Or if someone had to go away and it wasn't expected, they want you to know that they didn't expect to leave you, pretty much. So you can always, go and pray and pretty much and talk to them in spirit, all right? And somebody saying, I miss our morning coffee. Okay, so you could meet at the coffee shop, or you could get up in the morning, or whichever way, and you guys, have coffee in the home, or however. But someone is saying, I miss our morning coffee. So even still, we also have, I see all that you do for others. So someone is telling us, I see all that you do for others. If you are a loving person, nurturing person, as well as you love people, and you work and deal with the public, someone is telling you, I see all that you do for others. And that is good energy to have as well, to allow yourself to give to others and not always be looking for something in return. No strings attached. It's the best way. God bless you. First and foremost, to be blessed before anyone else, your favorite. Okay? Let's go out. Let's go out. Take me out, please. And thank you, my divine. And we didn't even pray, but we saged. I did sage. But I had to just jump right into this reading. Okay. Say something, please, something. So for some of you, you can be in your butterfly energy, masculine or feminine. But majority of the time, this us is feminine. We in our butterfly's energy. We're transforming. It's a 5 on there for change, as well as houses on here. So some of us could be doing contracts for new homes, or you getting ready to purchase a new home, or whichever way, or you need a new home, however. But at the end of the day, that was on the end. Need some big cards, you guys. I'm working with a monster. Working with a monster. Woo. White lights. All right, white lights is a number 36, but white light says you are protected. Okay, you are protected, so you have nothing to worry about from anyone. Pretty much, you do still just thank your gods, thank your divine, thank God first and foremost, truthfully, because whatever's going on at the end of the day behind the scenes, God knows all and God sees all, so nothing goes unnoticed. You are protected. Okay, as well as we have right here, they're your spirit guides. Okay, it came out, confirmation, a number 30 on this card, and it says spirit guides. They are watching over you, they are protecting you, and pretty much it's a lot of them on here, and they're not from all the same culture, so this applies to my energy as well. So we also have out here seedlings, okay? So for a lot of us, we getting ready to plant some new seeds and invest in some new seeds or new opportunities, or whichever way, but seedlings. That means we gonna plant some new fruits to be fruitful and multiply, okay? As well as we also have out here, baby. All right, so this was some of the confirmation again with baby. However, baby came out twice. So this is some confirmation as well as some downloads I was getting. So somebody wants somebody to possibly have their baby. They want them to have their baby, as well as they probably want them to help assist with their baby. However, you could have a baby on the way. We'll take this energy and we'll apply it however it resonates. But most importantly, this is some of what's going on out here. A lot of us is planting new seeds and, new opportunities for new growth, as well as, finances, or whichever way. And so therefore, your spirit guides are telling you you are protected, whichever way, every shape, form, and fashion, as well as you are protected by the white lights. And that white lights means these angels are around. We are around. And I say we because that applies to me. We are around and we hear all and we see all. And so even still, at the end of the day, everything and anything that God wants to protect, sincerely, first and foremost, it will be protected, as well as baby. Truthfully, baby energy could be some good energy. It can be some good energy for a lot of us. But first and foremost, just make sure it is a steady relationship, as well as make sure, first and foremost, even if still you understand that having that baby, or if someone wants you to assist with their baby, it takes a lot to get to know a baby or a child. They say baby, but it could be a child, or whichever way, when we co-parenting or when we're blending families, shall I say, for some of us. When we're blending families, we still have to accommodate the babies and the children and make them safe, as well as make them comfortable, as well as make them feel loved, first and foremost, for all of us, okay? And we provide their guidance, as well as their protection and their peace for their serenity, okay? And their innocence. Message of closure in this week. Take a look. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do 78. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, okay? And he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, okay? So God is telling us to trust in him and lean on his word for a lot of us, okay? Because at the end of the day, he knows your heart, mind, and soul better than you do. He created you, for those of us who don't know. God is your creator from your beginning to your end, as well as we also have butterflies on here as well. So we have some more butterflies on there as well. And butterfly energy is a transformation energy. You could be going through the transformation, as well as some of us could be just now starting our transformation. Either way, at the end of the day, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. For some of you, you got off your path, and that's confirmation from the beginning. So therefore, God is the only one who can redirect and create your path to be straight again. You got to go to God and stay with God. You can't get off. You can't get off. Once God puts you on a path, after you have come out some darkness, you are to stay on that path, okay? So we also have, when difficulties and disappointments come my way, I am asked myself to question, how can this be for good? And what is the lesson in this for me? Okay, so therefore, at the end of the day, for some of us, you may not understand if you say, well, God, you gave me something and you took it back. God is telling you, I didn't take it back. I'm redirecting your path. Because even still, at the end of the day, for some of us, if we just couldn't get it right, or we didn't get it right because of karmic relationships or because of karmic energies of any shape, form, or fashion, it don't have to be just a relationship. It could be anything that was draining you, or anything that was pulling you back, or anything, let's say, had you tied up, okay? Let's say that had you tied up and it was difficult for you to leave that situation, or, you was disappointed on how that turned out for some of us. But bottom line, at the end of the day, the divine is telling you, you're worried about the old when you should be getting ready to step into the new. So stepping into the new don't concern what happened yesterday, majority of it, or what happened, last week, majority of it, because each day that you wake is a fresh day, a new start, a new beginning. And then it's a time to say, I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for, to see the light of day, as well as, even still, right now, when if you feel like you're not worthy, or you're not within your strength, as well as acknowledging that God still has your back. God said has a problem with that. So a lot of us don't understand that God is a jealous God. So when he give orders, or when he give a task and an assignment, if it's not met, he give you time. But if it's not met, at the end of the day, he take it away. He no longer give you what you want. He gonna give you what you need until he see that you are worthy to have what you want. And that is how God works. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign off from Divine Love and Life Foundation, LLC. And I thank you. And this has been a divine reading, pretty much of a manifestation of signs. Okay? Thank you. Have a blessed night. Safe travels, as well as some peace, and sending some healing energy. Thank you. Signing off from Divine Love and Life. And you guys stay safe, as well as pray, pray, pray. Send some prayers out through this universe. Amen. Amen.